Chad, you ready for this? All right, so you know what's crazy? I think genuinely there's only probably 4 tiers of characters. Like there's characters like you can't win by themselves, right? But there's characters they just need a sub, and those characters are definitely like C tier. I think Abigail is probably like, you know what? I'll probably put him A-. He's still Abigail. He's still goddamn Abigail. He's cheap as ever. He still has his own things. He did get nerfed though. From what I saw, it was like tire stuff, but Abigail players are already complaining because certain situations already are like negative, so it's like, what's the point? I was like, I didn't get really much from those buffs, so I'm gonna just put him A-. If people think he's AA+, I can understand that. He was definitely like up here before, but not anymore. Akuma's still fucking solid. He's still Akuma. He's just solid. He's got a little bit of changes. I know he got VSCO 2 changes, which is pretty cool, and Feature 2 changes, but other than that, it's like he didn't really get too many crazy things. Alex got a fuck ton of buffs. This character's cheap as hell. But do I think he will win tournaments consistently? No. I still think bad Alexes are, of course, still gonna be bad Alexes. They're still gonna be gorillas and everything because there's gorillas out there in CFN. The good Alexes, however, will make use of his buffs to like the max and everything and do pretty decently well, I imagine. So I think that's where he is. He used to be like just bottom of the barrel, but I think because of these solid changes, he's definitely like improved. Pretty solid. I think he still probably has a few bad matchups here and there. I'm not sure if it helped him defensively or anything like that, but I think he's overall in a good spot. Balrog, I think Balrog is probably A+, but all right, I think he's probably A+ tier. He's still cheap. They just nerfed his VSCO 2 shit and gave him a stand mean punch buff. It's just like, all right, pick VSCO 1 and different V triggers or whatever and you're good. I'm just like, he's still the same. He's still kind of the same. You just can't do certain things now. Still, you know, corner carry shit. ROG is still ROG. None changed it. Like, frame data is super heavily other than the VSCO 2 change. So, I think he's still pretty good. Birdie, I think, is probably like B-. I mean, the character's still kind of the same. I talked to Magnegro. He was like, the character is more really like the same-ish. So, Birdie's still like, he's still gonna do the same things. I mean, good birdies are pretty solid, but it's like they're like Birdie's still Birdie. Blanca, I know Blanca got a few decent changes and everything, pretty good. He's definitely a very, very annoying character. He's doing these Blanca rolls and these unpredictable stuff. With that being said, I think he's probably just like B to B+ character. I'll probably put him B for now. Cammy. So Cammy got nerfed. Cammy definitely got nerfed. The question is, how hard is it to win that with her? I think he just moved down like 1 tier. I think she's not S tier anymore. I think she's just solid A+ tier. She's still very good. She's still fucking very good. You gotta be mindful of the whiff, and she got a health nerf. So they definitely toned her down a bit, but they did give her a couple Feature 2 changes, even though that's kind of useless competitively. Yeah, I think Cammy's still okay. I think you can still win with her. Chun-Li, I think, is pretty solid. She's not too crazy. I know she got the Stand Fierce change, Stand Fierce nerf, but she got a Crouch Fierce buff, buff nerf. I think Chun-Li's just fine. I mean, I don't really have much words about Chun-Li. I'm just like, she's still solidly gonna press Stand Fierce in range and roundhouse and all that stuff. Chun-Li's still with Chun-Li. I don't see really much change about her. Juri is S+. Yo, fuck off, I don't. Cody, I think Cody's pretty good. I say he's a solid A tier character. You know, I think Cody's pretty good. Stand Fierce, stand roundhouse, couple buffs. I think he's pretty solid. Dan, you know, I don't know shit about Dan. I know he's got a few cheap things, and that's what makes him like kind of cheap. But I'm sorry, I don't. Unless Moroto or some other Dan player proves me wrong, I just think he's probably like maybe bottom of the barrel. You probably can't win a tournament all with him. You may need help. I know he got a couple of changes where you can do some VSCO 1 changes and everything in Feature 1, but I think like you won't see really much Dan players like popping off like that. I never played a good VSCO 2 Dan. Fine, good. This character's fucking cheap. All right, this character's fuck this character. This character got nerfed. My man's just like, I just won't do as much. I can still do it, but I can't do it as much. Dhalsim's still kind of the same. They made him more whiff punishable and stuff, and Guile, but Dhalsim's cheap. He's still cheap. He'll forever be cheap. Man can still do the exact same shit. Honda got some changes. I don't know. I don't know about Honda. I'm thinking like A minus or B plus. Damage and decent annoying ass pokes. And of course you got headbutt and butt slam. You know what? I'm put Honda here. I'm gonna leave Honda here. B plus. Ed, yo, I think, I'm not sure if this is a hot take or not, but I think Ed's kind of a sleeper. But Ed is only like, there's not many good Eds. Ed players have this like brain of a monkey where they gotta cycle up almost every time. Ed players sometimes are built different, but there's good Ed players like X Finesse who uses his changes and how he plays effectively because they make it very annoying. So I think he's pretty solid. He still probably has some issues. Also because he has those issues, which is pretty annoying, I'll probably put him down here. Maybe if he got changes to like, maybe it's buttons or something like that, I don't know. But he's still cheap. Falk, I'm kind of like, my character doesn't really have to be too worried about her, but she does have like some cheap ass shit. Like I seen 4 Phil's play, and that character does have some cheap shit. Also, nearly all Falk players, they just rely on jumps. I don't know what it is. They just jumpity jump. Fang, I noticed he got like some, like, I think it's a light sleeves changes, but I don't know what else Fang got. Like, I just don't know. I never had to stress out about this matchup. He relies on projectiles, and I'm anti-projectile over here. So I'm not sure unless a Fang player like sees this on a video or sees this in my VODs and like DMs me like, hey, you fucking doofus. Guile, I probably put Guile right here only because they helped improve the V-Skill 1, which is beneficial. But by picking that, you know, you're nerfing your defense. That's like, they're buffing his offense, sure, but his 3-frame is still kind of sus. He's a zoner character, but it's like a lot of these characters have like anti-zoning capabilities, so it's kind of like they're negating him. G, I think G is pretty still solid. V-Trigger 1G is still good. V-Trigger 2G is even more annoying. He's still like, G is still solid. He's still G. I mean, granted they did nerf his V-Trigger 1 and everything before, but G is still like, you know, he's the president. He's like, I'm gonna be no less than this tier ever. Guile, bro, so first of all, I think he's probably like maybe right here. He's still solid as ever. Guile's still more or less same. It's just now, I think they changed his V-Trigger 1 where it's like the booms are -2. They changed his jump arc, which is more floaty. But with Stamina Punch having less pushback, which helps his like frame traps and combos, they also gave him V-Trigger 2 like loops. His core game plan is still more or less the same. Just changes, like they may pick different V-Triggers now. Ibuki, so I did see Shine play with her. I saw she got a bit more damage and conversions. I think they changed V-Trigger 2, so it is plus on block, which is a very interesting change. They went from, keep in mind, here's how it went. Season 3 came out, it was plus on block. After the next season, I believe it was -2. After that, they changed it to -4. Then they now change it to, oh, we're back on plus on block. But now introduced the V shift, so it's kind of like, you know, there's defensive options against it. So I'm not sure if that was their intent, like saying because there's defensive options against it, we can now, like, you know, we can fight it, so it's okay. I still think she's more or less the same, other than the V-Trigger 2 change. So unless I'm missing something, like I know her tire combo can like juggle and everything, but I'm still seeing the same old Ibuki. All right, all of you came here for this one thing, for me to put Juri. All right, look, chat, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a story. She was down here before. Season 1, she was trash, dog water, dookie. Then in season 2, she moved like right here. Season like 3, she was like right here-ish. Season 4, she was pretty much like right here. The next patch of that, she was like pretty solid. And now I think she's just right up here. Fuck it, I'ma say it. Put this on Twitter. Just a kid put Juri top 10, even though there's not even top 10 characters. I legitimately think that she was already solid before, but they made her even better. Better frame traps, better neutral. Hit confirms, you get more reward off of that shit. You can get more Oki off of her V-Skill, so you get rewarded. 7 frame C, so you got more punishes. Like her V-Trigger is really good. Like DP change, which gives her more throw game. The throw game now is even more deadly, and I think she has a good matchup chart. So I'm like, fuck it, why not? So I think she's very good. I think she's generally A+ tier. Kage, I think Kage is okay. I think Kage is okay. B+, A- ish, because he has more damaging conversions and everything. So he's pretty solid as a Shoto, although he does still suffer some like, you know, stubby normals, people going through fireballs and everything, but he has more different ways around that stuff. Granted, I'm not a Kage player, so I could be wrong, but this is just my personal take on it. That's how I see him. Karen's still the same. I don't hear no Karen apologists. I still think Karen is like, other than the low forward recovery nerf, what did she get changed as significant? I'm not sure what she got changed other than that to make her less than what she was. Ken is pretty fucking solid, bro. Ken is like around here. Ken, bro, that first off, heavy DP. That shit punishes anything. You're -4 heavy DP. So they definitely been trying to improve him, and he's pretty solid. Cause a V trigger 2 like whiff punish, bro, that shit hurts. All right, Kolrin got nerfed, definitely. I think it's like her Parabellum, her like EX dagger damage, her EX Vandy steps no longer invincible, and so it's like reduced damage, reduced stun. So when she gets rewarded with a hit, it's less significant, you know. She still has V trigger 2. V trigger 2 is still pretty cheap, still 2 bars. You know, I just think that she's gonna have to work a bit harder on it. But other than that, I'm not seeing much with Kolrin. She used to be like here, but she definitely got toned down a bit. Laura's cheap, all right? Don't let item fool you, right? Does she have bad matchups? Yes. In the footsie battle, does she lose to like Karen and them? Yes. But she has one of the best V triggers. She still has, you know, light bolt mix-ups and everything. But there are ways to counter her more than other grapplers. But I think she's like A- tier. I would say if you know how to deal with Laura, good stuff. But if you don't know how to deal with Laura, you're fucked. Lucia, you know, as making of this video, there is like a Lucia big ass combo that I've seen on Twitter, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. I've seen a cool couple of changes where she can now EX run cancel, like EX V skill run cancel V trigger 2, which is pretty nice. She has good juggles with her V triggers and everything, especially with V trigger 2. You can like take them corner to corner, which is pretty nice. She's not like, you know, terrible. She's not no fucking like trash shit, but she still struggles a bit, you know. Bison's still pretty cheap. I know he got a couple of changes and everything. He got like what V trigger 1 changes specifically. I think he had like scissors nerf, but I think he got better. Was it better Devil's Reverse some shit? I forgot what it was. He just Bison's still, I feel like he's still the same. Manat, she got the what, EX Soul Fear? What's that Soul Fear? Soul Sphere? I can't say the word, holy shit. Soul Sphere like cool thing, and I'm like, cool. They oddly nerfed her Crouch Fierce without the orb, which is very weird. I don't even know what else they changed about her. I'm not sure if they changed anything significant, unless you guys know in chat. I don't know anything else they changed about her. I'm gonna just put her probably like here. I still think she's not bad, not the worst, definitely not our best. Nash, I know you got that Visco 2 change a little forward. I know the heavy size change, that was pretty interesting. I saw Punk use that. I haven't run to a Nash player that uses this, so I'm not sure how effective it is. If it's like you can use it like a normal anti-air. Yeah, Nash, I still feel like he's the same. I don't know. Now Nakali got some changes. Bro, this character has always been like right here for like the longest. My man has always just stayed being like, he's like, I'm here. Hey guys, remember me, the poster boy of Street Fighter 5? And then I was like, bro, who the fuck are you for like season 3, 4, and 5? And then they changed him, so now he has like DP goes into CA, stomps can be V-trigger canceled. He has better punishes. So he got good changes for rewards and everything. So I think that puts him like, because these changes can be probably significant in the long run. So if any Nakali players out there, like I think you should use those changes pretty well. You could definitely like imagine killing someone off a low 4 DP super, like you can now do that with Nakali. Poison, this character still got it, you know what I'm saying? This character still got it, you know what I'm saying? The Crouch Fierce nerf, I'm like, okay, sure. That's cool. But what else did they fucking change about this character other than improving V-Skill 1? Everyone was talking about like, yo, nerf the overhead. Heart rate's still good even though it's +1. Her damage is still good as a zoner. Her rush down's still good. She's still good, enough said. You're still gonna see her. You're still gonna see her no matter what. Mika got some nice changes. I think she's probably like here. Rashid's still top tier. Good Rashids are still good. I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I can't do too much of the cheap shit, you know, but I can still do the cheap shit if I play him right, you know. Ryu, bro, this character, you know, don't like, Ryu players need to stop asking for changes. They need to stop fucking giving them changes, bro. This character hits one like already like a truck. I don't understand why they keep like buffing this character. This character is still solid. He has still good damage. He's the basic standard of Street Fighter. You know, low forward fireballs, DP, EX Tatsu, donkey kick. But bad Ryu's still gonna be bad Ryu's, but solid Ryu's are very good still. So God, you got some interesting, like, I think it was like Tiger knee changes. I'm not sure as much as to go far as to like say like maybe A tier. But other than that, I'm just like, I'm still feeling like, you know, somewhat the same got Sagat, but he may not have as much inconsistencies. There's probably just better characters to play than him that do his game. Sakura's pretty solid. Sakura's solid. She got changes, she got buffs. She's still pretty good, and like it's still like, you know, that cheap ass button. Seth's solid. Seth may actually be like over here-ish, because literally this character, they made Seth be like fuck neutral with EX hands in the V-Trigger 2, which, you know, that's that mixed up V-Trigger and no one likes it. Seth, after getting nerfed, was, and after having the V-Trigger 2 both, was like A tier, and I think Seth's gonna remain like that. Urien, this character is definitely been toned down. I think with the significant changes, because they changed a lot about him. No more EX headbutt. You can't do that. Fireballs have a bit of a more of a hurt box lingering out. I still think he's overall pretty solid as a character, but defensive wise, they definitely hurt him. They just try to buff the offense to make up for it, but it's kind of like, eh. Vega, I think Vega's okay. You know, he's meant for like being patient and shit. You're not meant to like go unga bunga. Like, you guys seen the Vega players that go unga bunga where they just be like, fuck this, I'm about to slide. And it's like, bro, you don't have to do that. Or EX Barcelona out of the blue. He's very solid and very straightforward. Vega players don't show that off. Like, you just have to play him patiently. He has a EX projectile invincible roll. He has ways to get out of shit. He just doesn't like an infinite reversal. Geef, I don't need to go into this. Geef has suffered too many bad matchups in this game. Man is struggling. Bro, for some reason, you can, I think, backroll like EX air SPD or regular air SPD. They are just trying to like say, fuck off, Geef. This character, Zeku, is top tier as fuck. This character is cheap. I don't care what anyone says. Somebody explain to me why this character keeps getting buffed. It's literally like a Ryu situation. But it's like, they just keep buffing that character. Like, this character is very solid. This character is very, very good. Rose, I think Rose is okay. I mean, I'm not a Rose player. I'm not sure she got like crazy significant buffs. I saw that like Stay Maker can be special cancelable, less frame advantage on block, so it's like, you know, you're less negative and everything, which is pretty nice. So yeah, they changed a good amount of her stuff, like quality of life stuff. I don't think she's like the best zone or anything, so, you know, I think she's okay right there. Akira, everyone knows about the Marvel combos, you know what I'm saying? She definitely is kind of like another Karen, except she can do like some cool ass combos, and she has Daigo, which is pretty cheap. But it's like every Akira you see, they're like whiffing roundhouse, fierce to get a crush counter or something, activate, do some V-skill stuff, boom, throws and all that. But Akira, I think she's okay. Oral, the scrotum, I think he's right here. Tengu Stones is cheap. It's what like kind of helps him become this. But also they changed like DP against CA is a thing now, so he gets better damage conversions. The medium Tatsu buff, which reels you in, kind of like with Juri's DP, is a thing. So his throw game is a bit more scary. But the Tengu Stones helps him a lot. And now we got to this character. So this character right here is not just broken enough to just be S tier, right? Right. This man legitimately needs his own tier. Literally. This man got nerfed. And he's like, that's crazy. You really think that's gonna stop me? Dumbass. The character is dumb. Everyone can agree on it. No one likes this character. You're adopted if you play the character. Don't even talk to me if you play the character, unless you buy me dinner. There's a say who would rather fight, this character or Season 3 Abigail. I'll probably say Luke, only because Season 3 Abigail was a pure menace. But yeah, this is what I think of the characters in Street Fighter 5. Let me know what you think about it. If I'm stupid as fuck with this character choices, let me know. And yeah.